Hi there, Smart Drivers. Rick with Smart Drive Test talking to you today about how to drive in the pouring rain and to deal with hydroplaning. That's a result of water pooling on the road. Now, just before we get started here, be sure to hit that subscribe button right about there. That way you'll get access to all of the great information for those of you working towards a license or starting a career as a truck or bus driver. As well, be sure to hit that bell. That way you'll get instant notification of when I get the new videos up for you so you can have a look at those. Now, raining. It is the perfect day for rain. I'm just about to go over the Coquihalla Summit here on the Trans-Canada Highway. You can see where this is on the map here. It's about 2 hours from Vancouver proper, east of Vancouver, and it's the Coquihalla Summit. It's also the subject of the TV show Highway Through Hell. And it has been pouring rain here, and the water is pooling on the roadway, and there's hydroplaning. I left early this morning from Sydney, BC, where I have a rental property, on my way back to Vernon. It's a 5-hour drive. And there's water pooling on the roadway, and it is raining heavily. So what I'm going to show you is techniques to deal with the hydroplaning, how to deal with that. Definitely do not be on cruise control. I love cruise control, but when it's like this, you can definitely not be on cruise control because the car is going to kick out a little bit once it starts lifting up on top of those pools of water. We're going to give you some techniques for dealing with the hydroplaning. Keep your windshield wipers on. You might even potentially think about putting some RainX on your windshield. That'll help keep your vision clear. And as well, you're going to have to be able to work the heater controls to keep the defrost on and keep the windows clear so you can see, and as well keep the rain off your mirrors while you're driving. It's going to be a little bit daunting for those of you who are new to driving, just got your license, or working up to a commercial license. All of that is a bit daunting when it's raining heavily. So we're going to go for a drive here. We're going to give you some techniques and some information that will help you to stay safe while you're driving in the pouring rain. So stick around. We'll be right back with that information. Hi there, Smart Drivers. Welcome back. Rick with Smart Drive Test talking to you today about driving in the rain and hydroplaning, and all of the techniques that apply to driving at night are the same techniques that apply to driving in bad weather, whether it's snow, fog, rain. You're looking for landmarks, you're looking for the other traffic on the roadway. And you can see that I only have my windshield wipers on here intermittent. You can either put RainX on your windshield or use a high quality car soap, automotive soap that's specifically designed for washing cars, and that will put a film on your windshield that will allow the rain to sheet off and give you better vision when it's raining, as it is right now. I use McGuire's Gold car wash. I particularly like that. It's really good. It doesn't leave films or rain spots on your vehicle after you finish washing it, so there's really not a great deal of need to chamois your vehicle. And the other added aspect is clear windshield while you're driving. You can see I've reduced to 90 here. You can see the spray coming off that white vehicle in front of me, and as well the water is pooling on the roadway. You can see here in the footage the vehicle in front of me running through the pool of water and the water spraying up, and the vehicles on the other side. The tractor trailer came down there and sprayed water up into the air when it drove through the puddle, and it came across the median onto my windshield. So that's another aspect of it that's going to happen at night, is that your windshield's going to go black from other vehicles spraying up water and whatnot, and you just got to take a breath and calmly turn your windshield wipers on and get the windshield cleared. The other night when I came down 3 nights ago, it was the same thing. It was pouring rain all the way down from Kamloops to Wasson, where you catch the ferry across to Vancouver Island, Schwartz Bay there. And there was a great deal of water pooling on the roadway, and one of the things that you have to do when the water is pooling on the roadway is you have to get out of the driven ruts that are created by big trucks and other traffic on the roadway. So that means either moving to the right or moving to the left. In the event of the other night when the water was pooling on the roadway, what I did was I drove because it was dark and it was late at night and there was very little traffic on the highway, what I did was I set the left wheel on the center line between the 2 lanes going in the same direction. That way I was able to get the wheels out of the ruts where the water is pooling, and there's less likely that you're going to be hydroplaning at that juncture. Now, if you're in the left lane, as I am right now, what you can do is move right over to the left of the lane, and that way you're out of the ruts on the roadway, and it's less likely that your vehicle's going to hydroplane. Now, the lighter the vehicle, the more chance it is that it's going to hydroplane. For those of you driving buses and big trucks, there's less chance that it's going to hydroplane. It's going to sit down on the roadway and it's actually going to plow through that. Lighter cars, especially if you don't have good tires on them. A couple of years ago when I first bought this vehicle, I was just trying to use up the tires and get as much life out of them as I could in the summertime, and the tires didn't have a great deal of tread on them. And because the tires didn't have a great deal of tread on them, the vehicle was really susceptible to hydroplaning with any amount of rain on the roadway. So know that if you got bad tires on your vehicle, or they're not good quality tires, you're going to be more susceptible to hydroplaning. And hydroplaning is essentially when the tire rides up over the top of the surface of the water. It skims along like a surfboard on the water, and you lose all control of your vehicle, of the steering and traction. Now, know that the treads on your tires, yes, they allow you some grip, but when it's raining and there's a lot of water on the roadway, the treads on the tires actually work as a pump, and they pump that water out from underneath the tire to allow the tire to continue to have contact with the road surface. And good tires that have good treads on them, high quality tires, whether they're Firestones, Michelin's, Bridgestones, any of the high quality tires, will pump up to a gallon a second out from the bottom of those tires. And if they can pump that kind of water, they're very good tires, and those are the kinds of tires that you want, because you're going to have more control, because your tires are going to have contact with the road surface. Now, you can see here in the dash cam that we're coming up to the Great Bear Tunnel. This is the entrance to the steepest part of the Coquihalla as we're going up here. The Coquihalla at this point goes up to, I think it's about a 13, maybe a 14% grade, which is really steep. And poor old Princess Orange Blackout, that's the name of the car, the kids named it, really struggles to get up here, and sometimes I got to go down to third. And you can see I'm right over in the right hand lane. This is the truck lane, and this lane is really rough going up over the Coquihalla here. Because the trucks stay over to the right lane here, and there's 3 lanes of traffic going up over the Coke, and the trucks go up here and they really just beat this, because the Super Bs, as you can see there on the left coming down, weigh 140,000 pounds, and they're pretty rough on a patch of roadway, especially when they're going over the same patch of roadway again and again and again. And you can see the truck up in front of me here has the 4-way flashers on. That indicates there's a little bit of hydroplaning. You could hear the engine kick up, because the tires started spinning because they were sitting on top of the water. And I don't have it on cruise control, so basically all I do is just take my foot off the throttle. As soon as I take my foot off the throttle, the wheels stop spinning and they set back down. Now, when the trucks have the 4-way flashers on like that in Canada and the United States, it means that they're traveling less than 60 kilometers an hour or 40 miles an hour for those of you in the States. And that could be both uphill and downhill, because a lot of times there are separate truck speeds which govern how fast they can go down the hill, and they are regulated how fast they can go down the hill. And the reason for that is because of runaway trucks and losing their brakes overheating and taking off down the hill. I'll put a video up here for you on downhill braking that I've done. There's another one, but this truck in front of me here doesn't have his 4-way flashers on, but I can almost guarantee you that these 2 trucks in front of me are going less than 60 kilometers an hour, so I've moved over. I'm almost to the top of the summit now, which is also the end. You can see the sign there, the end of the avalanche area. You can see the set of Super Bs here, this one with the red tarps on it. He was back there when I was getting ready in the chain-up area, doing 60 kilometers an hour. And so lots of trucks climbing up over the Coquihalla. This is the main Trans-Canada highway that runs east to west across our great country. And we're at the top of the summit, the Coquihalla summit now. And the speed limit here is 120 kilometers an hour, which I think is about 75 miles an hour for those of you in the States. And you can see it's very wet. There's lots of rain on the roadway, lots of water on the roadway. Just at another 100 feet, 200 feet up the mountain there, you can see there's snow there. mountains, so winter is definitely on its way. We are into late October here. It's the 22nd of October 2017 here. It's also a variable speed corridor through here on the top of the mountain. You can see that it's gone, there's construction, it's 90 kilometers an hour. So just slowing down and moving back over to the right lane, past that truck. And you can see that we've got a bit of fog up here as well. That's the thing with high mountain passes, is that you'll get the clouds sitting down low on top of the mountains, and because we're really high, it looks like fog when in fact it's actually the clouds. And you can probably see that in the dash cam here in front of me as I'm running along here. And of course it's slowed off on the raining here a little bit. And we've got the spray coming off the big trucks here. Usually it's not too bad on this truck, it's coming straight off the back. But you just want to have your windshield wipers on. You might want to turn them on full. I just have them on intermittent, but you can have them on full. As you're coming up, you see the truck, you see the spray coming off of it, and you might just want to turn them on full. There's the top of the summit, elevation 1,080 feet above sea level. And I've been through here several times in the last few weeks, so there's construction here. They're doing construction on the bridge up here, and it's down to a single lane. And you can see that the speed limit's reduced to 90 kilometers an hour. Maybe they have the bridge open now. I came through the other day and it was still under construction and down to a single lane. The other point about this is when it's rainy and foggy like this, you're going to get the windows are going to fog up inside your car. You can just roll down your window a little bit and turn your defrost on high. In most vehicles, when you turn the defrost on high, the air conditioning is going to come on too. The air conditioning helps to dry out the air and will pull the moisture out of the cabin of the vehicle and will help to defrost your windows and keep them clear. You see there that I opened the window just a crack, and as soon as I opened the window, my passenger window a little bit, and got some airflow from outside, the windows instantly cleared up inside the vehicle. The ones in the back are still a little bit foggy, but for the most part, the windows are all clear here in the front, in the main viewing area. And you can see here, yes, in fact, they haven't finished the bridge or opened it up again. It's down to a single lane, and the speed here has gone to 50 kilometers an hour, or 30 miles an hour. It goes down to a single lane on my side there, and I was just judging the gap in front of me. I was going to try and go past that truck, and then I got up beside him and decided that I wasn't going to, and let him have the right of way, because remember, the right of way is always given, never taken. So I gave him that truck, it might be a her driving the truck too, I hope so, the right of way to go in front of me rather than trying to scream past them, because it doesn't, over the course of a long trip, doesn't take any time of your day to be nice to other people, especially big trucks. And actually, we have a truck awareness program going on here in British Columbia right now. You can see the signs back that said, give trucks space. So they're trying to educate the general public about big trucks and that they need more space and that they have bigger blind areas around the trucks and those types of things. So just give them good space. When you do pass them, just take your time and pass.
Quick review of driving in the rain. It can be a bit intimidating, especially for those of you who don't have a whole lot of experience driving when your vision is obstructed by rain and fog and mist and those types of things, especially when the spray is coming off the other vehicles and there's a lot of rain and it's pooling on the roadway and it's causing your vehicle to hydroplane. So as I said, make sure you're off cruise control, you get your foot on the throttle, because if the front end starts to move around, the wheels have ridden up on the top of the water and it's called hydroplaning and you're going to lose traction. So basically all you do is just take your foot off the throttle, the front end will drop back down and it'll regain traction. It's just that you're going too fast for the conditions of the roadway. Another couple of suggestions, get out of the ruts, because the ruts in the roadway where the vehicles drive is where the water is going to pool. So either move to the left of the lane, so you want to move to one of the outer edges. It's better if you can move away from the other line of traffic. If there is 2 lanes of traffic, move away from the other lane of traffic to get the wheels out of the ruts. That way you won't encounter the puddles and whatnot. Another technique that I suggested is to put RainX on your windshield, or a good quality automotive shampoo that will do the similar thing. It will cause the water to sheet off your windshield and give you better vision and better visibility while you're driving in the rain and fog and whatnot. When you're passing larger vehicles, know that you're going to get a lot of spray off those. So if you don't have your windshield wipers on full at that point, you just have them on intermittent, turn them up to full, and that way you'll be prepared when you go past the other vehicle to have your windshield wipers on, and you'll be able to have clear vision. As well, all of the same techniques and skills that driving at night apply to driving when your vision is obstructed by rain or snow or other inclement weather. So I'll put a card up here in the corner for you for the video on night driving. If you hadn't had a look at that already, definitely have a look at that, and that will give you techniques and skills of following other traffic, looking for landmarks, and looking farther down the road to find out where you're going and where the road is going when your vision is obstructed. And what I'll do is I'll make another video on night driving in the rain, because that's a specific kind of video, because it can be really challenging, because especially in urban areas, because the light from the street lights and whatnot reflects off the rain and the water pooling on the roadway, and causes glare, and it's really difficult to see at night when it's raining and there's glare from the lights and whatnot. So I'll make another video on that. Question for my smart drivers. Do you have any tips for new drivers learning how to drive in the rain? Leave a comment down in the comment section there. All of that helps out the new drivers getting experience after they get their license and learning how to drive. If you like what you see here, share, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section. As well, hit that thumbs up button. Check out all the videos here on the channel if you're working towards a license or starting a career as a truck or bus driver. As well, head over to the Smart Drive Test website. Great information over there, and online courses that you can purchase. All of the courses are guaranteed pass your road test first time, or 60-day money-back guarantee. As well, watch this video here, pass your road test first time. It's for new drivers. It's a course. You get 30% off. Look for the coupon down in the description box there, YouTube 30. Put that into the box on the form over at the website there. You'll get 30% off the course, which will give it to you for about 20 bucks. It usually sells for $38.95. I'm Rick with Smart Drive Test. Thanks very much for watching. Good luck on your road test, and remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now.